Getting off scot-free. Free of consequence. I wonder if I keep my inventory. We're back! Loop through time. Hey buddy, I'm back.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Trav, we've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name's Galerius, and you're about to offer me to take me to see Sentius so he can tell me about the Golden Rule.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem, I gotta go.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Yeah? A zipline handlebar. Cool.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
I'll take probably. Thanks, I'll be going now.
See you around.
Alright, so do we keep all our goodies? We still have all this. Inventory. Tablet, note, arrows. Yeah, I still have this. Let's go. Okay, you keep your inventory. Zippy. Whee! Whoa! Oh wow, I didn't come up here. Should probably go give, shut up. Creepy whispering is banned. Ooh, money. Money, 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 money. Wait. Oi!
What are you doing?
Let's save your friend.
Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
Here, I have siliphium resin.
What?
Take some.
Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
Easy.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Yep. Lead resolved. Nice. I'm a time traveler.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening.
Her smile restored.
You just saved a person's life, and you should be
Badoop.
proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Cool, yeah. What's your
I'm
story?
Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But
That's a
I'd
mood.
rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Here, wait. Let's,
Gladly.
I want to talk to the other lady before she
That's
leaves.
a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Woohoo! Hey, girl.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it.
What?
Please, no more questions.
Are you worried about the golden rule?
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
No, you will relive your trauma. I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus.
Ugh,
And I did.
rookie mistake. Thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back the loan?
I'm not proud of it, but yes, I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Death.
Hemlock.
Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa, confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned yourself?
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Jesus, dude, that's heavy. So sorry to hear that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Yowza! Sorry, can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
You're not thinking of breaking it, are you?
No, of course not. I would never. But I can dream.
How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too?
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, but please don't take too long.
Ah, tragic backstory, gang. Rise up. Alright, let's ask some other stuff. Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
No. I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. What's your story?
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless, and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river, and then the next thing I knew,
Look, we're finding them patterns,
on the
dude.
riverbank not far from here.
We got rivers, we got strangers, we got people who can't remember what the fuck happened. Patterns out the wazoo. Sorry to hear
Thank
that.
you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing.
Can we give
And what's
Yulia a
happened
hug?
since?
He's having a rough go. You know a way out of here?
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Go away.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. That's
May
fair.
Apollo keep you safe.
Alright, let's talk to Lucretia some more.
Feeling all right?
Do you know a way out of here?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
What do you think about the golden rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
Keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't mean to
no.
worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Tell me more about Nevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I have the key to her old chest. Perhaps I can find what you need in there.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Open the chest in the clinic. Okay. Where is the chest in here? Statue of Apollo. Wait, where's the chest? Am I tripping? There it is. Nevia's treatment note. Treatment notes: flatulence, rhubarb, ulcers, gintian, stomach pain, glucoriza, rheumatism, willow bark, boils, aloe. Hey, will you talk to me again, or are you still pissed off? Because I poked at you.
I know what kind of person you are.
Alright, I'm sorry. It was insensitive.
May Apollo keep you safe. Feeling all right?
I figured out how to treat rheumatism.
Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment?
Willow bark.
Willow bark. I should have known.
Willow
It was
bark.
under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Willow bark. Thanks, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Can we talk about Yulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Did you hear her say anything about escaping?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Do you think she was poisoned, or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Sad.
Gladly.
Okay,
That's
see ya.
a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Yulia doesn't. Hey, buckaroo.
Name's Rufius.
I got your willow bark. Who are we gonna vote? Wait, I don't want to ask him that.
What business is that of yours?
Figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark. this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief.
Woohoo!
This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Now I'll ask who he's gonna vote
Meliodas.
for.
Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Anything I can do to change that?
No.
No. You said you owed me one, remember?
Who do you want me to vote for?
Cynthia.
Fine.
Hell yeah.
Vote for Sentius.
I haven't
No
even
more
talked to the other
favors.
guy yet, but
We're square.
yeah, that's
See you
fine.
around.
Until next loop, buddy boy. This another shrine? Oh, locked. Shut up! Oh, who dis? Sinner! Who are you?
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. I hear we have you to thank for
Virgil.
saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you
Dude,
did.
look at his chin. He maxed out the chin slider. I noticed the graffiti. Why does someone think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Oof. You like men?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men.
The sassy gay.
In the city of Noviomagos. You expect a bit
Oh,
of
shit.
hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say,
Ugh, that
since I'm now
sucks.
living underground, halfway across the known world with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
Sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who wrote the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Let me look into it for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
He's so nice. I'll see what I can do. What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture?
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Tell me about the city's architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an
Aqueducts are
ingenious
cool as
feat of
fuck.
Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could we use the aqueducts to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which
An
probably used to
obelisk.
bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Talk about something
Of
else.
course.
You know a way out of here?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'd tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the Golden Rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Magus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
I think so, yes.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
How do you remove a god from power?
Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
No, don't just fall for the rhetoric. Think I can do to
vote
change
isn't
it?
for sale, if that's what you're asking.
Okay,
Nice to talk to you.
I like that guy. He said he had like handwritten hate mail. I wonder if I can read that. Bellows. Shovel. Yep, that's a shovel.
Sometimes this area is private. Please leave.
Oh, sorry. Where's the merchant? Hey, buddy. Theseus looks... No, he doesn't. What do you mean he looks busy? Oi.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
Shopping list of things Theseus plans to buy once he's escaped. A villa in Rome, a 2-horse chariot, a seat on the Senate, a 4-horse chariot, a villa in the Bay of Naples, a 10-horse chariot, 12 slave girls, pale and plump. Fuck
That's why
off.
I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
New lead. Dog?
Salve, stranger.
Whoa, calm
And
down,
welcome
buddy.
to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Theseus.
Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. She was headed to the baths not long ago.
What do you think of the golden rule?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless.
Oh my
At
god.
least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Hasn't the magistrate banned weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
I'll see what I can
Thank
do.
you, friend.
Your story.
And how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Everyone's got lengthy tales.
Oh,
Go!
what? Well, you see, I'm in the business of
Don't waste time
procuring rare
telling me
and
it's
precious objects
lengthy, just
liberated
go.
From the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional
Vases.
slave. Such a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing through a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose the cart, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, you can always buy a new slave girl. if I
God
still have
damn
my
it.
money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the tyre bar.
Based. So you took her with you after all?
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Yo, just like me. Sounds like you got what you deserved.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
You know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Coming from him, that means something. Really? I hadn't noticed.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back though.
Uh-huh. Who you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have?
Jesus, is there a single person voting for Sentius? Other than, like, his right-hand man, I guess. I'd like you to vote for Sentius.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Very well. Another time.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here? Hello?
Hello. What's your story?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
So you're a thief?
No! I would never! I'm good!
Is that all?
They said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
A liability?
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Sure. That's a lot of words. Holy shit. Magistrate Sentius to Dulius. I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you're incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure.
A key, you
But I
say?
couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius and Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try to find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Maybe it's time we had a new magistrate.
Like Galerius. He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll see what I can do. You know a way out of here?
You're going to let me out of here?
Oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I asked if you know a way out of here.
Oh. Please. I hate it here. It makes me very sad.
Oh. What do you think of the golden rule?
Gold? You mean treasure?
No, you gotta pay attention, dude. The whole sentence. Let's talk about your treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after.
Okay, you said that already.
He said he gave me this key.
Yeah,
All I
yeah.
remember
You said
is
that.
He said, no.
Yep. Fair enough. Alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Poor sad man. So imprisoning people doesn't break the golden rule either. Oh, what's this? Dolly's note. I did not do it. Dolly. Sad. Dolly seems nice. He's just a little slow. Oh, hello?
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up.
Uh-oh.
And he's got a weapon.
Uh-oh.
You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
Who? How? I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only
bow?
one in the city.
I like
You'll just have to improvise.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Okay.
The shrine is collapsing.
What? What the fuck? Unlucky, dude. Beware, shrine may collapse at any... Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know that.
Fabia, no! Oh God!
Oh, Jesus.
Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her. Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there?
Fabia, why didn't you read it?
Girl,
You stupid ass.
I can't believe she is
It's not the
dead.
best faces, but it's pretty good for what it
She
is.
walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
Ah, shit. Well, there goes those... Shut up! A Greek statue, probably of the goddess to whom this temple's dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident would know more about her. Oh? I'll come back. There's an opening there. I want to go see this dude and his bow, though. Why is it leaking? Oi! Need a stonemason in here. Hello? Hello! Don't shoot me, bro.
Stop right there. I am looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I like his voice. I don't know what Quinctius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest.
Don't do it! I don't know
Understood?
shit! I swear I wasn't
You're
lying.
not off to a good start. When I ask you a
Oh God,
question,
he's gonna
I
shoot me.
expect an answer. Is that understood?
Yes sir, got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
We're just a small community of strangers who wound up here by accident.
A small community. Ha! I was told Quintius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
What's a mystery cult?
Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quintius did, those days are numbered.
You've got the wrong idea. We're not cultists.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We're not keeping it a secret. We're trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
Well, yes.
That sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
God damn
And I saw the
it.
inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one."
God
I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's not a mantra. It's a warning.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been
Oh
indoctrinated.
God, David. Don't shoot me, dude.
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
There were once people who were turned to gold as punishment.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too.
Oh shit.
People disgust me.
It's not going well. We didn't turn them to gold. A god did it, and we don't know which one. Wait, if I talk about gods, he's gonna even think it's more of a cult. You're distorting what I said.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the
Oh my
indoctrination,
God.
the mantra, the human
Oh
sacrifice.
no.
You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about Quinctius?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Ooh, archaeologist insight. Perhaps the Emperor was looking for a scapegoat.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I have no idea who or where he is. No,
Then you're
don't
of
do
no
it.
use to me.
Don't do it.
Do you have any last words?
Don't do it. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. I have to.
I knew it. Now, I'll tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
No.
The many shall suffer.
Goodbye.
For the sins of the one.
You fucked up the loop, jackass. Stop shooting at me. Good thing the statues have stormtrooper aim. Come on. I know you're loading. Can't hit me. I'm too fast. Hi, Cynthius. Thank you.